toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Haynes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The Cougars are in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Stoneburner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. No huddle offense to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So TCU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. On the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Horned Frogs line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll run the option. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Houston 7, TCU 0.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of... Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Motion from the wideout. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Goes to the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play.
Touchdown, TCU! Fit it in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Breaks into the open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him. So
he's loose on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27. Houston going up-tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Quarterback on the keeper. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. On the option. They go to the ground. Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Hamilton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They send the tight end in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Plows through the defense. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
And that's a really positive end to the first half. Driving down the field, putting that drive together, using all the clock, and most importantly, getting the 3 and tying this football game up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wide out. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Houston wants to play fast.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Quick tempo here for the offense.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on third down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and it's a big play for this offense as they're threatening to score. They're going back to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 21 to UTEP. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Houston offense once again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a...
There he goes! Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running to Green. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hamilton. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Cougars in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Houston going up tempo.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 25. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Skips away from pressure. Turning it on! Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Punch it out of the air.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. Lots of room to run. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. fires to the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their play.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And some room to work. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Here's a heat. Still looking on the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Whew. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the... There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gives it on the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Stoneburner. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.